It's going to be an important game for England. Gareth Southgate under no doubts about that. He says Danny Mills will have to defend well. He also praised Mason Mount there as well, talking about his ability to fill the right spaces, you know, the amount of times that he wins the ball back, but also his use of the ball as well. How important do you think Mason Mount is going to be for England from here on out? He's now started, I think, 7 consecutive matches for the country.
I think he's an outstanding player, and I think Gareth was correct in the week, wasn't it, when Mason Mount was getting a little bit of criticism for being sort of like Frank Lampard's one of his favourite players, and just played, and people didn't quite understand why, and then sort of Gareth was picking him and he was sort of being labelled the same, and then Thomas Tuchel started picking him, and all of a sudden, okay, everyone accepts he's a good player. You know, it's strange, isn't it, how the media works in that way at times. But Mason Mount, he's a fantastic player. He can play 2 or 3 different positions. As Gareth said, they're a very intelligent footballer, and that's something that is difficult to teach. You know, you can teach technique and you can practice technique and you can go through all those types of things, but just having that natural ability, very, very young, to be in the right place at the right time, that's very, very difficult to teach that skill. You know, if you don't have it in the first place.
I watch Mason Mount, and there is a decisiveness, there's a commitment to the things that he does as well, which I think is something that you see in all top players. You know, it's that thinking process is sometimes what holds a player back from getting to the top level.
I look at Mason Mount, and he's a little bit in the mould of the manager himself, in the mould of Gareth. You know, when Gareth trained, everything was done right. You know, every single pass was done. Of course, he would make mistakes, but he tried to do it in the right way. There was never any messing about. You know, it was, even if it was a 10-yard pass, it was right, side football and play through it. You know, other players, sometimes, you know, you'd flick at things or you wouldn't quite do it properly, and those types of things. Very, very professional. You know, does the simple things very, very well. But and I think, you know, Mason is that type of player. You know, he doesn't give bad passes to players. You know, when he puts the right amount of pace on it nearly all the time. All those tiny little details that go into make him a very, very efficient, good player.